Hello, your team must be shipping code fast, but what about your test suits? There's a high possibility that it may be flaky, outdated, or just lying down in a Jenkins job which nobody wants to touch. And if the test fails in the pipeline, good luck finding out whether it's a real regression or just a false positive. My name is Shubham Dhar. I'm Developer Relations Engineer at Harness. Today I'm going to show you in this video how you can use Harness AI Test Automation to leverage your Playwright test suites. In this session, I will walk you through some of the steps like setting up your Playwright test suites into AI Test Automation. We are going to integrate it with a Git repo, which will have all the Playwright test suites. Next, we will run the Playwright test in AI Test Automation and see the result, how it is run, what all the things we are getting as an information. And finally, we will see how we can actually trigger it through your pipeline. Without any further ado, let's dive into it. First, I'm going to navigate to the AI Test Automation module in my project. On the left hand side, I'll go to the test suites, create a new test suite and select Playwright. The wizard has basic 3 steps. First, we need to configure about the build information. Next, we will provide the Git information from where you want to fetch your Playwright test suite repo. And finally, set up the environment. For the Git configuration, I'm connecting my test repo. I'll select my Git connector, point it at my repository URL, set the branch to main and leave the project root blank since my package.json lives at the root. One thing that's important here, AIT requires a JUnit reporter in your Playwright config. Without it, you only get a single pass fail for the entire run. With it, AIT passes individual test results and give you that per test breakdown. For the environment, I'll give it a name and set the environment URL to my deployed Nova Mart app. The execution mode defaults to running all tests, but you can also specify an execution alias if you have different scripts in your package.json file like test chromium or test mobile. Now, this is where it gets powerful. AI Test Automation gives you 2 types of variable, and this is designed to mirror how real team work. Build variable, these are shared across all environments. You can also mark variables as secret type. Those get masked in logs automatically using Harness secret. Environment variables, these are specific to where you point your test. Alright, let me hit run. AI Test Automation clones my repo, install dependencies, installs Playwright browsers, injects all my configured variables and run npm run test. And here's the result. 189 total test execution. That's my 63 tests running across Chromium, Firefox and even mobile Chrome. The overview gives me a donut chart plus a full status summary, pass, failed, skipped, timeout or even flaky. But here's what matters. I get the full step-by-step breakdown. Every Playwright action with timing, the navigation, the locator queries, the assertion that broke, and on the right, an action screenshot showing exactly what the page looked like at that point of failure. And check this out. Under the comments and issue tabs, AIT provides AI generated failure analysis. It categorizes whether this is a regression or an app UX issue. So instead of your QA team spending 30 minutes triaging each failure, they get an instant first pass at root cause. Running tests manually is great for debugging, but the real value is making tests a quality gate in your pipeline. Harness has a native AI test automation step that you can add to any CI/CD stage and even a custom stage. We just need to add a step. Under the step library, I'll select AI test automation. The configuration is straightforward. I just need to provide what is the type. It would be Playwright. Select my test suite, provide the environment, and that's it. Now what happens when the pipeline runs? The AI test automation step triggers the test execution and then it waits asynchronously for results. It's not holding a container open the entire time. It fires the request, parks itself, and when tests complete, a callback resumes the pipeline. If tests pass, the pipeline continues to the next step. Maybe chaos engineering, maybe production deployment, whatever it will be. If tests fail, the pipeline stops, your code doesn't make it to the production. If you are putting a CI stage and then inside that you are triggering a AI test automation step, after running off the whole execution, you can even see the result into the test lab tabs. This makes the whole user experience much more easy. Now it's up to you. Do you want to set up a notification which will not only notify your team on a Slack or a mail that the test start to run, or the test is finished, or the test just failed? It's totally doable. Now this is what I call an end-to-end testing with using Playwright script in AI test automation of Harness. So to recap what we have covered, we started with getting your Playwright test suites from your repo and set that up into Harness AI test automation, creating variables, getting the full flexibility, and then running that test, getting AI powered analysis and failure categorization, and finally automatically triggering it from CI/CD pipelines. So whether you have 50 tests or 5,000 tests, doesn't matter. Harness AI test automation gives you a centralized way of execute, analyze, and get your releases on a real test run, not just hoping your tests run somewhere else. I hope you liked the video. I will be back again with more informative videos on Harness AI test automation. In case if you are curious and want to automate your testing, head over to harness.io and give it a try. Thank you.